Hi everybody, DJ here. Uh, Welcome back to a new video, but it's going to be a slightly different video. We're still doing reactionary content, but the fellas and I, one of the things we've been talking about and wanting to do for a while is reacting to underrated artists that we've been following for whether it be a couple of days or longer, and we feel like they deserve more attention than they're currently getting. And so I'm first up to the plate. The band that I'm bringing forward, they're called BRCDS or Barricades. They started back in 2015. They were putting songs out, but then the pandemic happened, and during that time, they lost. I'm assuming it's a couple members of the band. In their bio, it says they lost the vowels, so now they shortened it from Barricades to BRCDS. Uh, just over 1,000 followers on Spotify, just over 2K on Instagram, and only 513 subscribers on YouTube. And I personally think these guys rock. I got a couple of songs on deck that I'm going to show these guys. The first one being from 2022 when they were able to start making music again, and then one that they put out this past June. Two wildly different sounds, but I think the guys will like it. And so let's get a move on, shall we? So once again, fellas, this band is called Barricades, or for those just BRCDS, and the song is called Radiant Gray. Oh, did I mention they're from Israel?
No,
No, you
you
did.
did not.
Yeah, they're
All
from
right,
they're from
nice.
Tel Aviv, Israel. So Radiant Gray.
Yeah,
And
fuck American bands.
this song came out in 2022.
Mikey's hardcore kid's about to show.
Ooh.
I like that reverb on that
Just over 1,000 subs on Spotify.
Nice layering.
The nice
So far.
layering, bro. That
That was a nice
layering.
layering on between the highs and the lows. That was all right. That was pretty
So
good.
we're just over a minute in. Your guys' thoughts starting with you, Dragon.
I like the tempo. I do think he has a good voice, and man, that layering, like Thomas said, that layering between the highs and lows. Ooh, that was nice. That was nice.
Mikey?
Okay, so I got a couple mixed opinions here. I really do like it. It's clean. It's not as polished as I would normally expect. I get it. You said they were a little smaller, but they have crazy like Amity Affliction touches that are really pulling me in.
Ooh, yeah, and I hear it now that you mentioned it. Yeah, I do. Hear
That whole first section, I can feel the neuron sparking, and I'm like, no, there it is.
There it is.
But for 1,000 followers on Spotify and less than a K on YouTube, I'm not expecting, like AAA sound quality production. But for what they give me with just this, I was headbanging my ass off when I first heard this. Facebook recommended me this.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, when my
Facebook is not
feed
dead yet?
Dude, when my Facebook isn't feeding me with, cosplay kitties and food prawn, it's just music. And then these guys came across my page, and I went, that actually sounds kind of sick. So then, before I hit play, what do you think so far, Mikey? I'm sorry, not Mikey, Tom.
You skip Mando. There you
go. I can already see the hardcore pit happening in a parking lot.
A parking lot.
at a Denny's.
Perhaps at a Denny's, yes.
Yeah.
IHOP. This is IHOP mosh pit right here.
Yeah, we'll give him a step towards IHOP, but there's at the end of some of the vocals, at the end of the sentences, they got some very nice reverb and echo effects on there that holds the holds the note out just a little bit longer as it fades out, and it's a very nice touch that I enjoy. It's pretty good. The rhythm's a little slower than I expected, but let's see. They might change it up on me. I don't know.
Let's push forward then.
Light pierces the horizon, the skies in disarray. There is no silver lining, only radiance.
I didn't expect this to come out of Israel.
What do you expect?
Yeah, dudes, what do you?
Why does this keep happening? Share with the class.
Yeah. What do you expect to come out of Israel, dudes? I'm gonna.
You're gonna have to bleep that. Sorry.
I'm gonna have to cut that section. You fuckhead.
No, just
Since
edit,
they're right.
just beep that one out. That's
This
hilarious.
whole section is just beeping with flailing arms.
It just starts. What do you expect, DJ? Then
You set me up and I swung.
Like a tornado warning.
You set me up and I swung for the fences.
Outta here.
This song's almost done.
Oh, that was too easy.
For a little guy, he's got a deep growl.
Oh yeah, circle pit.
That bassist is losing his mind.
As bassists do.
Okay, I have one thing to say. When it came to him doing like that scream talk, not like doing the actual like false chord scream, like just when he was doing like the talking,
Mhm.
I'm not the big of a fan of it. At least his. I've heard bands do it good, but I wasn't too much of a fan of this one.
Because normally I'm used to hearing the talking. It's leading up to like a fat breakdown, not when you're about to use it as an outro for a song.
It also felt awkward because when he was doing it, there wasn't a lot of anything behind it. Felt a little empty. I don't know.
But that's what.
This is
But
me.
that's why that's why overall for me personally, when I first heard this, when I saw their numbers, I was like, for as small as they are, for only a K on Spotify, 2K on Instagram, I'm like, you know what? This is pretty solid base groundwork for what you guys going on. You can only grow from there. Especially since when you got started, when you should be making progress, you had to halt for 2 years because of the pandemic. And then 2 years later, you put out a full-fledged album, and then they've only since then put out an EP, which is going to be the second song that I'm going to show you guys. Because it's a similar but also very different sound.
All right.
But yeah, so then, Mikey, what did you think on that first song?
I enjoyed them a lot. I see the potential and the room to grow there because it just quite doesn't have that punch I'm really looking for. It's good. It's got the right form. It just needs to drive it home a little harder, in my opinion,
Yeah.
but they have a very good sound.
Amanda?
I think, I don't know for you guys, but I think part of the problem for me is I'm not getting the full experience of the song, at least just because of the watching it through VR chat to my headset. It's making it a little bit so I don't get the full effects of everything, but it just feels like the breakdown and drop were, like Mikey said, the punch wasn't there. It just felt kind of lacking.
Well, I can definitely
Like,
see where
first-
you're coming from, considering we're in VR. It's like we're in the fucking room, but yeah, like they said, just like the punch. It needs to be more.
I didn't mind what he was
Yeah.
trying to do with his vocals. I like people get creative with their vocals in metal. But yeah,
Like I definitely
they
agree, especially if for a song that's
have more oomph, more oomph.
Oomph.
Need more
for,
oomph.
especially since this was a shorter song. For a song that's only 2 minutes and 40 seconds, maybe don't focus on a breakdown. Just focus on the speed. You can slow down, but then pick it right back up. The song is meant to be fast. So
Yeah.
that's the one where the mosh kids are gonna go ape shit
Well, your
the whole
breakdown
time.
then should just be a little shorter, a little faster, and a lot heavier.
Mm.
That's all.
But this song is
More oomph and more cowbell.
yeah. So now that was Radiant Gray. The next song I have on deck for the fellas is The Razor Bleed You Dry. This one is more of a just
Nothing.
With a name like that, they better have more oomph.
More
Be
oomph.
It's not gonna
laser.
be it's not gonna be as crazy paced as this one. It's more of a melodic burner.
I got a sickness.
And
I got a fever.
More oomph is the cure.
And this song came out 6 months 6 months ago because it came out in June.
You've been misled and turned against yourself. Who do you think they're gonna come for? Your silence has never screamed any louder. Round up before it breaks. Your malice can no longer mask your ignorance. You're in the middle over black and white, making everything you stand for.
ooh, okay.
That was good.
That was good.
The accents are coming out.
I can hear that accent.
All right, so we got to the first verse and then the first chorus. How are you guys feeling so far?
I'm
It's definitely a
liking.
different sound from
I'm
the last
liking
one.
this one better. Me personally,
Okay.
It has more oomph.
it has more oomph, and I feel that the
Like
addition,
immediately more oomph.
like I like the addition of him singing over the scream talk. I like it better, mixing that in between screams. Like it was doing really well with the transitions from one to the other.
Because you can definitely hear the improvement in the 1.5 to 2 short years that they had when this came out.
Although I do hear the accent.
Oh yeah, that's Israeli. But Mikey, what do you think so far?
I'm enjoying this one quite a lot. You could feel the growth in it, even like not just the sound quality and clarity. It's much more technically well put together,
Mm.
and I'm enjoying where it's at right now. I could call that first part a well-rounded song. I'm looking forward to what's next.
That's why I wanted to do this order of like their old stuff compared to them now, because that song when they were able to make music, they just put an album out, and now they've actually had time to fine tune their sound.
Ooh,
The bleh. You did one.
did one.
Everybody should do at least one.
It's good for the soul.
Yeah. Oh, is this a breakdown? Oh, you blue balled me.
He said it was, but bah!
That was fantastic, actually.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna add this one to the playlist, dude.
No, I meant
Like,
him
what?
blue balling Eli right there. That was great.
Yeah,
Perfect.
fuck you.
One of the things that I noticed now that I'm hearing it, even though I've heard the song several times before, it seems like the two singers and the guy screaming are harmonizing during the chorus. Like you could hear all three vocal sounds like seamlessly together. Just looking back, okay, hopefully I didn't go too far. But I heard that on the breakdown coming. I was just like, you know what? Let me stop it here before it happens.
I am hearing a lot of like American metalcore influence. I'm hearing it. They
That's what they
definitely,
wanted to get back to.
yeah, I'm hearing a lot of that. You can definitely tell they took inspiration from a lot of, I would say, a lot of earlier metalcore.
I have to see who their inspirations were. I'll have to get back to you on that.
I heard the Amity Affliction thanks to Mikey pointing out from the last song. So I'm curious of who else their influences are.
Alright, I guess a little bit of All That Remains.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can kind of see
I
it.
can hear it too, yeah. Yep, again, let's go.
How when he snuck in there?
2 in 1 song.
Good placement, though.
Ooh.
Everybody two-step.
Ooh, was that a pig squeal I heard at the end there?
Yeah, can we run that back? Might distracting me.
Fucking
Uh,
do a 2-step.
Ooh.
Yeah, here we go. I dropped it back 20 seconds.
Run it back on that growl at the end.
Run that shit back.
Yep. Yep.
Somebody
Yeah.
listens to Lorna Shore.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck up. No.
I'm already dealing with that shit at work, man. Ooh, is that Lorna Shore? Shut up.
You must be a hardcore metalhead. But so that was the Razor Bleed You Dry. Came out in that EP came out in June. What are your guys' thoughts on that one in comparison to the first one?
It was definitely an improvement. They did improve from the first one you showed us. This one had more oomph. But yeah, yeah, and I did like the addition of 2 Blesh in 1 song.
Yeah, they snuck in the reuse of that vocal break that he does with just him and his cleans. He did that twice, and he snuck in two of the blets. So that the reuse of those was pretty clean. You don't normally get that for reasons, but
And a nice pig squeal at the end. So he's definitely showing off his, or I don't, is it 2 singers?
It's one screamer, then the bassist can do both.
Okay, so whoever did that, they're definitely showing off their vocal prowess. It was showing off what they can do in like the false chord frag scream area.
That was immediately just, I hate to say it, but just immediately better than the first one.
Yeah. The first
Just
one,
right off the get.
First one's like, all right, you know, they're showing some of what they can do. It's not as refined. It doesn't have a lot of punch. And then this one, ooh, immediately so much better.
Immediate.
They're giving them, when it comes to the first one, I give them the benefit of the doubt of like, you know what, you had to work through COVID or you had to not do anything because we don't know. I don't know. I'm not from Israel. Never been to Israel. I don't know what their lockdown protocols were, and So I'm thinking to myself, once they were able to leave their houses, they just put out music without this. I could be absolutely like blowing smoke out here, but without actually seeing if it was good. But I still thought, for how small they are, even the first song was quality, and then this one just shows so much more improvement.
I really do like this one. It shows the growth that the guys discussed, obviously, but the range. They were making a lot of very bold choices when they put this one together, and fuck did it pay off. It has such a well-rounded sound to it. This was a secret banger, Deej.
That's what I love about these guys. The fact that they only have a K followers on Spotify, I think is absolutely criminal. They deserve so much more, because and I can't wait to see what more they can do and what music they can put out, because honestly, even though you guys formed in 2015 minus COVID times, 10 years is not a lot of time in the music industry when you can continue to skyrocket. Look at some of the guys that have been around for 40, 50, 60 years.
Yeah.
And still putting out new music. So I think you guys are just beginning. And please, I look forward to anything and everything that you guys put out, because it will be in my ears. But for the last time, ladies and gentlemen, that was BRCDS and the songs Radiant Gray and The Razor Bleed You Dry. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and listening to one of the artists that I listen to fairly frequently that maybe you guys haven't heard of yet. And leave a comment down below. Leave us some music that you guys listen to that you think deserves a lot more attention than it currently has. But until then, everybody, we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.